time has come, everybody, and we're loaded for bear. Actually, we're loaded for elk, and I'm finally headed to elk camp. I've been talking about it in the last few episodes. I've been working my ass off all week. We've been having seminars, I've been guiding, we've been filming videos, and it's finally October 1st, and it's time to go elk hunting. The truck is packed, the sun is setting, Tiny Boy's ready to go camping. And I have a couple more stops. I have to stop at Sportsman's Warehouse, get a knife, some propane cans. I have to get some meals prepared, and then I have to try to make it to camp and get set up tonight before it's too dark. If so, I'll just turn the headlights on and build camp in the dark. But we're going to meet up with the whole crew, and it is going to be a very, very fun week of hunting. And you guys are going to be along for the whole entire thing, from setting up camp to dropping an elk. So let's get on the road, let's get moving, let's go have some fun. Well, everybody, stage one. This is what $210 looks like, minus a thing of White Claw and some ice. We're loaded up with food. We got enough food for us and some people. I brought a lot of proteins here. You guys can't see that at all. I'll show you later on. But I brought a lot of proteins, a lot of elk burgers, a lot of other secret recipes that you're gonna be seeing along this trip. But my first one, I think, is gonna be the elk burgers, because that's my very favorite. And I'm gonna make a ton that's gonna last me. But there's gonna be some awesome recipes on this episode while we're trying to fill our freezer for more recipes. Got the High Life going in the cooler. And that's kind of the cool part about hunting like this, is you get the chance to go out with friends or family or anybody like that and have the opportunity to fill your freezer and just create cool memories and have fun times with people that you love. So I'm really excited for this. This is my first time hunting in this area, and it's gonna be a really fun time. And it's gonna be really interesting to have to figure it out along the way. So we got some good people involved. I can't wait. I need to get all this stuff packed up and hit the road, because we still have to set up camp. We're here. Let's set up camp. Okay, here it is, everyone. Camp. We got the boys.
Especially because you're not using scopes.
We'll introduce you to them later. We got the Addicted van. The Addicted trailer. And we got tents. Let's scope out our spot. I think we're gonna go like right here with the grand entrance of this nice clean little area. I brought a really sweet little flooring, little bit of flooring for my wall tent here, but my wall tent is freaking awesome and I love it a lot. So right here looks perfect. Right in the middle. We'll call it home. Here it is, everybody, the finished product. With a little help from some friends. Oh, look. It's a bunny. Oh no, it's a dog. Woof, 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 woof. Anyways, here it is. Casa de la Wapiti. That means elk for all you out there. Now we have to put all this stuff, all this S-H-I-T in there. Okay. We did it, everybody. It's home. Got a great cot set up. Got my table for all my stuff. Got my hangy rack for all my accoutrements. It's time to get in bed. Get some shut-eye. It's late. It's about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Marlon just showed up. All the homies are here. And again, I'll introduce them to you tomorrow afternoon when we do some lunch or something. But this is home, you guys, for a week. This is me and Little's home. Heck yeah. Feels good. I cannot wait for the morning. Alright, everybody. The sun is finally up. As you can see, we can hardly see ourselves. We got Mikey in the passenger seat. We're rolling around looking for bugling bulls. This time of year, these elk will actually be talking because they're right in the middle of the rut. They're mating. So we'll hear them talking, we'll hear them bugling, and it'll give us a really good idea of where they're at. We don't know where any of the elk are. It's opening morning, obviously, day one. And the goal is going to be to find these things. Ooh, other hunters, competition. Radio call. You there? They're they're not there. The main key, everybody, is going to be to locate some elk, and then over the course of the next couple days, kind of put together a plan and position ourselves either in front or behind the elk, and either trail them or figure out one of their feeding habits and get in front of them in the evening or in the morning when they're going to and from those areas they're going to be feeding. So all it's going to take is some time and some hard work, maybe some footwork. We're going to have to walk a lot. We'll see what happens. Well, everybody, we got the first kill of the trip. This is a forest grouse, or a blue grouse, I believe. But you can see here, beautiful, beautiful little game hen. It's gonna go great on the frying pan. And nonetheless, it's our very first kill of the trip. Heck yeah, our very first kill on Stay Fishy Adventures. Not bad. This is gonna taste really good. I got some good recipes, and hopefully we get more than one. There's quite a bit of meat on these things, but 2 or 3 will make a really good meal. But I think the creator for that one, there he is, big old grouse. Yeah. All right, we made it back to camp after morning number 1. Successful morning, nonetheless. We brought back some meat, saw some new country, found our glassing areas for the next few mornings or evenings. Kind of got a plan ready for this evening as well. It's going to consist of a lot of glassing, which glassing is another term for using your binoculars, if you didn't know out there. So we got our grouse. Got to get this thing breasted out. I'm going to show you how I do my little aging process on wild game like this, especially wild birds. And then we'll have it for lunch or dinner tomorrow night or something. So let's get this thing cleaned up. All right, here it is, everyone. Funny part of the story is there were 7 of these things and I missed every one of them except this one. This was the unlucky bird. But I'm going to show you how we do this here. It's pretty easy. I do this on kind of all kinds of different birds, or fowl, if you will. But I'm going to take and make a small incision just above the old poop chute there. Just like that. This is a good way to do it so you don't have too many feathers that make a big mess. So these ones. Anyway, small incision. Like that. You see, just run your fingers right up. The whole thing opens right up. Look at that. Not even too morbid. Not even bloody. So I'm going to take my knife, run it right down that sternum. That stuff should just fall right away from the bone there. Beautiful colored meat. There you have it. Grouse breast. So you can see how probably want a few of these, especially if we're going to share it all. But for now, we got ourselves a good little meal. Same on the other side. Beautiful chunks of meat. Protein. Meat. Try to make the most out of all this here that I have. So I'm going to pull these feathers down. Trim these legs out. Actually, that one's a little blown up. Don't look, kids. There we have it. Some beautiful meat. Now on to the next step. Okay, I'm going to add these to a little bowl. I'm going to add some water and then some salt and garlic. And I'm going to let that stuff cure for about 2 days. Okay, so I got that nice garlic, some salt in there. That salt will help break down that meat, make it nice and tender and juicy, and it'll be a good meal. Well, just got done with a little walk, got back to the truck, started going down the road, and what do you know? Grouse number 2. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Just look at these feathers and the beautiful tail. Got a good little meal going here. We really split up this afternoon and tried to cover the spread and try to see if there's more elk by camp. Where we went this morning, had a ton of people. Marlin and Colt split off, didn't find any elk. Heard a couple bugles, and we didn't see any elk today also. So we'll see what happens into the evening here. nonetheless, we're gonna have a good dinner, and I got grouse number 2. If you guys are wondering why I'm not showing the shooting of these grouse, it's really because YouTube doesn't like guns, and they encourage people not to show any infliction of harm upon animals. So I'm not showing the shooting of these grouse. I'm using a little 20 gauge shotgun, and these things fly up into the trees off the road. You get off the road and shoot them. That's kind of how it goes, so you can get that visual in your mind. It's pretty darn easy, so you guys aren't missing much, but just letting you know that's why I'm not filming that. But in that case, when I go to shoot my elk, I'll probably show it, but I'm not going to show the impact of the actual, you know, the bullet hitting the animal, but you guys will get the full gist of it. But sorry, I haven't shared that with you so far, but nonetheless, we got bird number 2 in the bucket. Let's keep going. The sun. It is miserably hot, everybody. And when I say miserably, I mean miserably. It's 80 degrees outside right now, and that doesn't help you kill an elk, I'll say that much right now. So, but I got an anonymous tip from a friend on a herd of elk he saw with a really nice bull in it. So I'm over in that area now. The sun's about to go down. I'm waiting for Marlin and Colt to show up so that we can split up and cover this area effectively as the sun starts to go down this evening, and maybe get a chance at these elk. But we know where they were last seen. I just cut their tracks on the side of the road. I'll show you those in just a second. And we're gonna try to find out where these things come out for their evening feed. So I'm just kind of scoping this area out. Again, never been to this area before, and I'm gonna do my best. It looks very good. As you can see, we got about 4-year-old, 5-year-old reprod, lots of vegetation and feed for these elk, tons of stuff for them to eat, and plenty of opportunity for us to, you know, get at them. It's actually an area where you probably can get a pretty good shot at a pretty good distance. So we're only using muzzle loaders once again, so the maximum range on these is about 125 yards. I know I'm not going to take a shot much further than that, so we just got to keep trying. But things are looking good. There's been elk spotted. We have a pin on some elk at the moment, and so we'll see how this evening goes. I'll just have you guys along for the ride the whole time. Nonetheless, I hate to be pessimistic about beautiful weather, but god dang it, it's too hot. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes. Okay, where these elk were last seen, from what I was explained, was right over here. You can see this little clearing. The main road's just down there. They were seen from the main road, and I was just guessing on the area, but you look here, we got some extremely fresh elk tracks, definitely from this morning. So they made their way up and out of this clearing where they were spotted, across the road, and onto a protected area. So you guys can see over here too, where these, this is where they might have gone up or down, I'm not sure. All I know is we're within the vicinity. So I gotta say, there's not a whole lot of visual in this area. I mean, if there was a 6-point elk standing in this field, it wouldn't even be able to see him. Maybe the tops of his horns or something. So we're gonna need to split up and cover some ground. But I know where I want to be tonight. I think what I'm gonna do, we got, oh, I'm falling. We got this clear cut here. We got a patch of trees. We have this bedding area up above us. And then we have another strip of trees and another huge clear cut. I'm gonna go with the lowest end clear cut because it looks like these elk headed this way, which would be, I don't know, this would be north. Doesn't matter to you guys, I know. But the elk looks like they headed north by the tracks I'm seeing here on the road. So I feel good about being in that other clear cut. So try to get us an elk tonight. And so commences the evening hunt. Let's do it. Okay, made it. On top of the world, everyone. Well, everybody, so far, day 2 is as tough as day 1. My buddy showed up in camp last night though, so have a little hunting partner now. Somebody that knows this area a little bit better than I do, so that's going to be a good edge up on finding this. But it's going to be hot again today. Like I said last night, the heat is not helping us at all. But the nice part is we're getting some moisture, so maybe we'll find some mushrooms. But we're going to hunt all day. This guy, my friend's dad, actually shot a really nice bull yesterday in the middle of the day at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I think we're going to hunt a little harder through that heat today, stay in some more protected areas, and hopefully find some elk. So at least it's pretty outside. Oh wow, look what we have here, everyone. Probably can't see it here on the camera. We found our first mushrooms of the trip. These ones are actually puffballs, and I've never, they're hard to find when they're actually good and ripe to eat, but these ones are perfect. They just came up. They have a really nice texture to them. These things actually turn into dust. Once they finally dry out, you'll squeeze them and they'll go poof, like a puffball. But, ooh, they smell amazing. Whew, this is gonna go good with our grouse. Let's get these things cut. Sweet. A bunch of them. Gonna have to fill the hat, everyone. Ooh, they're so tender. Great little morsels. Ooh, and the smell, everyone. My God, those are just a pretty mushroom too. Look at that. Looks like something you buy in the store almost.
Yeah, that's what I
The
like.
beauty of these ones.
No needles.
No, nothing. Just right for the eatings. Ooh, it's about a pound or so. There you go, us. Here they are, everyone. Hat full of puffballs. It's just about lunchtime, too. Man, what's that look like, everyone? I think we've been in the woods too long.
Yeah.
Look at all those guys. Or what's that look like? It's both ends. Sweet. Party, I'm gonna eat that one first. Down here in the deep, dark woods. Gotten into this really, we'll call it elky zone. You can see behind me, it's just absolutely pristine in here. We got a creek running through here, we got food, water, and we got this. This is 2 elk fighting. Running around, you can see all the ground tore up from them going in circles, just beating the crap out of each other. But they're not here right now, so that doesn't help a damn thing. One thing that's the toughest part so far, one, the heat, but 2, is all these ferns are pollinating right now, and as you walk through it almost chokes you. You can't even breathe hardly. But I have a really good feeling about this area we're in right now. I think if we stay quiet, sneak out of here, we might find us a bull. Well, we got one part of the elk now. It's a legal bull too. Score. This is what we're looking for. The elk in this area have to be 3-point or better. So this has 1, 2, 3 points. So hopefully he'll live here and he's willing to stick his head out with the same antler on it. What a tease. All right, everyone, back at camp, and I'm hungry. And we got our grouse. It's all brined up. Been in there for 2 days now, and it's lunchtime. We're gonna mix this little thing in with the video. Also, we have our poof balls that me and Coulter found. Look at those things. Now this, once again, another moment I wish we had smell-o-vision, because these things are, I've been smelling them coming out of the cooler. I put them in my hat. My hat's been smelling like mushrooms, and I cannot wait to eat these. It's rare to find these things in such good shape and as new as these ones are, so I'm actually gonna dump a little water in here. Don't mind the tequila in the background, everybody. There's a little water in here, so I can wash those up a little bit. I'm just gonna put these in the butter with pan. Need a little garlic, salt, pepper, cowboy, and some butter. Naturally, we gotta have the butter. And we did actually find, I didn't get them on camera, but Coulter found a couple little chanterelles this morning. You guys know what those look like because you've been seeing them in the last few videos. So if you didn't, actually go back. I went to Colorado. I found some really good chanterelles. Found some on the Oregon coast too. And now it's time to eat. So let's get this going. Okay, here we go. These things, oh yeah. Look at these, man. Look at these, everyone. So beautiful. And get some of these feathers off. Ooh, and adding that garlic to that really kind of set it off. I can smell it. You can just see how tender this stuff is, just falls apart now. So I'm gonna do a fun recipe here. I'm gonna get these all sliced and diced into these nice little strips. Take some of this gristle off. There we go. There we go. And I'm gonna just slice these into these little strips here, about a 1/2 inch wide or so. Ooh, look at that. So this is one that we got this morning, didn't get on camera. You can see the difference in the color of meat once you actually soak that stuff. This one's fresh, hasn't been soaked, and this one is soaked and tenderized in that salt and garlic, so it's gonna be very good. So basically I'm just trimming off all this gristle stuff, getting all the chewy. Doesn't make it taste any worse or better, but it is just kind of hard to chew. It'll make it kind of a not tender bite, and we want tender little morsels. I'm gonna go a little egg wash. I got a little bit of water in there for fluff. Just gonna go 2 eggs in there, whip it up, and that's what I'm gonna dunk in. And then what's coming up next is the secret. This is the surprise for you all. And we're gonna use a very special breading. A little bit of cowboy seasoning. I'm gonna whip that stuff up. Okay. We got Cheez-Its, everyone. That's what we're rolling this thing in. I got a cool little trick to show you. Just gonna take 2 of these. Give it a little smashes in me. Maybe even beat it with a mallet. How's that looking? Nope, not quite. Okay, so I'm gonna actually season all of these pieces of breast first. That way they kind of soak up the flavor a little bit more. It's one of my favorite ways to do turkey or any sort of game bird. Toss them up like this. That looked good. That looked good. Maybe do a little Worcestershire in my dip. Why not? Call me crazy. Okay, got a good layer of seasoning on there. It smells great. It's time to do our little dip and roll. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, everyone. Put a handful of those. Actually, I'm gonna just do the whole damn thing. There we go. Do a little shake, shake, shake it real.
No way.
Okay, mushrooms are going in the pan.
I mean, it was cloudy here.
Which they all fit these places where people don't touch.
Here it is, everyone. Cheez-It covered grouse. You got your timber chicken. That's what we call this. You got thunder chickens, which is turkey. You got chickens. And then we got fried chickens. Right there. Golden brown or orange, whatever. Cheez-It color. We got our mushies are almost done. Got a nice little glaze to them. I haven't eaten these ones in a long time. So let's give them a quick taste test before we give them to our friends. I don't want to embarrass myself. Texture looks great. Kind of mushy. Great flavor though. Well, never mind. These ones are good. That was just that one. It tastes a lot like a store-bought mushroom, like a cremini or something. Great texture, good flavor. Another wild mushroom in the books. Anyways, give her a try.
What's gonna be the piece?
Probably one of these smaller ones, yeah. Ooh. Good?
Super good. I just really love the flavor of grouse.
Me too.
The grouse kind of overpowers the flavor.
Oh man.
It's phenomenal.
It's like a mix between chicken and turkey in a way. Got a really nice, mild flavor, almost sweet.
It's good.
Well, lunch is served. Hopefully we'll find an elk this afternoon. I'm gonna eat. Well, rolling into the end of day number 2. Very sweaty, very hot. Not discouraged yet. 2 days hunting a new area and not finding an elk is not something to be discouraged about. That's the fun part of hunting, actually. You know, I'm just bringing you along for something that I love to do. It's something that I do to feed myself and help me last through the year. It's a great protein. It's a great way to survive. It's a good workout, and it's a lot of fun. And I really enjoy my time spent, especially hunting new areas. I've had the fortunality of learning how to elk hunt growing up, and I've killed quite a few elk in my life. And so going to a new area to challenge myself again is definitely a cool experience, and it's a fun experience. It's something that I consider fun, even if there's a lot of frustration mixed in, which there definitely is. Working your butt off, weather conditions not being proper, having to spend a lot of time and gas and energy, like, you know, being unsuccessful, especially in the first couple of days. I know there's a lot of elk around here. I've spent a lot of time in this area fishing and see elk constantly. There is a ton around here, but I think with the weather, it's got these things just bogged down. They're not moving. They're not doing anything other than laying in a cool area where they got food and water and staying away from the hunters. So hopefully throughout the week, we'll have some weather change. Something will change, I'm sure. Or we'll just eventually cover enough area, we'll find where the elk are. So that's part of breaking down an area. And I'm glad you guys are here. I'm guessing this is probably gonna be 2, probably not 3 episodes, probably 2. So if you're watching this first one, be ready for the second one. Unless we kill an elk tonight, it's gonna be 1. So that's just a surprise you guys are gonna have to stick around for. We're trying to feed ourselves for a whole year in 1 day. But plan for the evening, gonna get to the truck, find a good clear cut. We've covered a lot of thick, heavy cover today, haven't found them. So we're gonna look for some sort of clear cut area to sit on for the evening, see if we can't locate a herd of elk again, and then head back to camp and munch out hard. It's hot. All right, morning number 3, and we're in an elky situation. We've been hunting in here all morning. Finally got pretty good lighting, so I turned the camera on, but this is some of the freshest sign we've seen yet. Every one of these trees, you can see the horn marks here, and this could possibly be yesterday or last night. These elk are in here thick. He's rubbing right here. He's been rubbing over here. Tearing stuff up, but nonetheless, we're getting closer, everybody. We are getting closer. Look at this one over here too. There's another rub over here. But day 3, we're getting that much closer. We're that much closer to finding an elk, so savage. It looks like it's a pretty tall bull. It might be pretty big. So we're gonna be giving this area a lot of effort. We're gonna get out of here. I've been in here all morning. The elk are probably bedded down, and I don't want to jump them and rub them out of here. So get back to the truck, come up with a game plan for the rest of the day. Maybe do a little fishing, but nevertheless, this is going to end this episode. You guys are going to have to stick around for the next episode coming out next Wednesday, because we're getting closer to the elk, and I have a feeling the next Wednesday's episode is going to be a bull down on the ground. So, and with all that being said, it's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of episode. Definitely please be commenting below on what you think of these hunting episodes, because I do a lot of different hunting, and there's a lot of different hunting we can do. And if you're a fan and you live in another part of the country that you want us to come hunt or have a ranch or something cool, we'd love to come visit and chase some animals with you. So with all that being said, until next week, same time, same place, you all stay fishy. We'll see you out there.